in the open firmware, that's really easy to get around. You just reset the RAM and that password is gone. So a lot of people use LUN masking. If you're running multiple volumes, then LUN masking works pretty well in Xsan. If you're not running multiple volumes, it doesn't, unless you're using affinities. And affinities are a way in Xsan of saying that only X users have access to X data. If you're going to deploy affinities, you should also do that in conjunction with LUN masking, which is performed at the switch level. The thing about LUN masking is if you switch your ports on the SAN, then you get access to things you maybe aren't supposed to. So if any node on the SAN is compromised, typically all the nodes are compromised because the root password for each machine is known by the metadata controllers. So if you're able to root one box, then you've rooted the whole thing. And LUN masking isn't good enough because, I already said that. About 80% of the fiber channel switches I said have the default administrator password. The other 20% are the ones I set up for Xsans. So at this point, I think I have set up about 20% of them. In my case, I guess I am using, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm using my USB flash drive as my main LUN. And I'm running Xsan 1.3. One really kind of cool thing about doing that is at home I've got two 1 gig USB drives, and I've aggregated them so that I get 2 streams of USB 2. So it's actually a lot faster than a regular USB jump drive. It's about twice as fast, and it's 2 gigs of space. So that's kind of cool. How much more time do I have? 3 minutes. Okay, quick questions. Anybody? No love. You're all so tired. I knew I should have brought swag. God, I suck. My wife told me, no, don't. I think she hid the books from me so I wouldn't bring them. How about the promise of future swag? Any questions? A good question? Thank you. All right, well, I'm all done then.